Good morning, everybody. My name is Pamela Busarello. I'm one of the newer coaches on Team Fit Dynasty, and I'm here to talk to you today about how to jumpstart your business. I signed up to become a coach at the very end of January, but February was really my first month, and I was able to hit Success Club 5 and Success Club 10 all in that month. And I have some tips that can help you to really make sure your first month is your best month to set the tone for the rest of your business. I'm going to count down my top 5 tips. And number 5 is really to, to get comfortable with the company. And what I mean by that is to start to understand Beachbody. One of the ways that I did this was through the National Wake Up Calls, which you can access through your Beachbody account through the the Beachbody website, not national website. And each Monday, a coach, a top coach, a trainer of some kind comes on and has a call basically with the CEO of the company. Each call has a theme, and they're just so helpful in understanding what the role of a coach can be, getting out of a rut, using social media marketing. They're just quick professional development trainings. I use those national wake up calls as a way to go back and understand how this business grew and how other people have used it to help them grow. The first one that I listened to was probably my favorite one so far, and it was by one of the top elite coaches, Bonnie Engel. And one of the takeaways I took from that I want to give to you is that she started her idea as a coach and her recruitment process and her ability to reach out to people to create challenge groups and to create clean eating groups and whatever it is she was looking towards. She started that on day one of her business because she had the mentality that she knows more than somebody who's not a coach. She's a coach, so she's already one step ahead of you. And that's really something to consider. Just getting comfortable with the business and getting comfortable with your role in the business, being confident in that from day one is really an easy way to jumpstart your business. The fourth tip that I would say is to get organized early. Figure out what's going to work for you. Are you a pen and paper kind of girl like I am? Are you more electronic like other people are? Then you need to figure that out. I have a calendar that I color code, that I have all of my lead generators, all of the intended start dates for my fitness groups, for follow-ups. I'll write a person's name in. I need to check up with this person on Thursday if I haven't heard back. Or I'm hoping to get this number of people in a challenge group by the end of the week. So I'm going to make sure I have triple that number of reach outs each week, really figuring out a way that's going to help you get organized. Like I said, I'm a calendar planner kind of gal. Once I started my challenge groups, though, I used a Google Doc to create the daily announcements, different contests that I'd be running, and I would just log them in there. So now I'll have that as I'm moving towards future challenge groups. I won't duplicate it each time, but I'll be able to tweak it. And it was just a way to really organize myself. And finding a way that organizes you can really help you really jumpstart. The third most important tip is to ask questions. You're going to be enrolled in a new coach orientation if you choose to become a coach on Team Fit Dynasty. It runs for the very first month, and it is so helpful. I'm going to actually do another video discussing that, so I'm not going to get into what to expect too much in that first month. But when you're in that group, you need to ask questions. Whoever your personally sponsored coach is, you need to ask that person questions. Also reach out to other top coaches. Jessica Oliva, our Team Fit Dynasty head coach, really is my personally sponsored coach. She's the one that brought me into this business, but I could tell that somebody like Mindy Court was really active in the group. And I reached out to her right away. I sent her private Facebook messages asking just for her go-to tips. I reached out to Nicole Bishop, who's now become my success partner, and she's helped me through a lot of my Shakeology questions and other ideas about how to elicit business from people who aren't ready to be challenge group customers. So you just need to reach out, just ask those questions. We're all here trying to learn, even those of us that have been in the business for 2 months like me, or those that have been in it for a year like Mindy, or for longer like some of the other women. It's important just to reach out and ask questions. We're always helping each other. We're always trying to learn more. That really helped me jumpstart my business. Nicole gave me some great ideas on how to give Shakeology samples and how to reach more clients that way. And Mindy's just been truly helpful with setting up my calendar and figuring out the follow-ups and helping me organize my leads. So asking those questions, not waiting for the answers to come to you, but reaching out for them is really a great tip. My second top tip, and this is something Jessica has explained to me, and some of the other coaches like Amber Kuiper explained this when she was on one of our team calls about a month ago, is to set your target dates and to put them into writing. One level of coaching is to reach Emerald, and that's not going to make any sense to you. It didn't make any sense to me until I became an Emerald coach. And it just depends on how many people are underneath you in your downline and how active those people are. I was hoping to reach Emerald by the end of my first month, and I was able to do it actually by mid-month because I set it in my calendar. I was ready to move the business forward. Once you reach Emerald, you can get leads. You just the amount of opportunity to help people and to earn money, which I know is always a benefit, is just greater the higher ranking you are as a coach. So setting that information up is crucial. In my most recent call with my personally sponsored coach, Jessica, we discussed setting up a target date for me to reach Diamond, which is when you've really expanded your reach, have more personally sponsored coaches under you. I have that in my calendar highlighted, ready to go. And it is August 19th. You can all hold me accountable for that. August 19th, that is my go-to. It gives me a little over 5 or 6 months in the business to try to reach that goal. Every week when I set up my strategy for the week and I'm doing my activity tracker, I write that goal down. Diamonds by August 19th, and it's just holding me accountable. It's helping me figure out what I need to do to plan backwards to reach that goal. It seems lofty, but like Bonnie Engel said, you know more than someone who is not in this business. You know more today than you did yesterday when you weren't a part of this business. I want to know exactly what I need to know in those few months ahead, and that is going to help you jumpstart your business. It truly helped me really try to build some sort of momentum. And the most important tip, which is really the most obvious and sometimes the most daunting, is to put yourself out there. Jessica, Mindy, all of the women on our team have been doing this. They lead by example. They're posting about their personal lives, they're posting about their fitness, they're posting about their eating habits. You just need to put yourself out there. It's scary at first, and I was really hesitant about this, but it becomes refreshing, and it's really a way for you to keep track of how much of a product of the product you are and how you're practicing what you preach. So I find myself looking forward to posting on Instagram or posting on Facebook. Don't be shy about creating a like page. I think I created my like page to Fit a Motherhood 2 days after I became a coach. Why the heck not? It's never too early to put yourself out there. I started a blog because I love to write, and it's really been a great space for me to expand my reach and just to kind of collect my ideas. Whether I have that many followers or not, that's not the point. The point for me is I'm gathering resources. Now, when I run these clean eating groups or I run a fitness challenge group, I can link them directly to a blog post I wrote about what it is that we're discussing. And it's just a way to kind of keep track for me. But I'm putting myself out there, and it's also advertising. Even when I don't post a lead generator, I just put up a picture of, oh, I did PIO this morning. My husband's aunt contacted me that afternoon about her interest in PIO, wondering what it was like. You just never know what kind of customers you're reaching by just being honest with your fitness, being honest with your faults, being honest with your flaws, being honest with the parts of your life that are impractical, that are imperfect. That's really, truly important. And when you're putting yourself out there, you figure out your niche. My niche is the working mom, the crazy working mom who's just trying to find balance in her life, trying to be healthy for herself and her family. That's my niche. You got to find yours. Are you the bride to be looking to help other brides to be? Are you the stay-at-home mom who's trying to create some sort of sense of herself within this family structure that you're so beautifully creating? What is it that you're looking for? And when you put yourself out there, that's going to grow. That's going to happen naturally. I hope that these tips make sense. When you're putting yourself out there, one other thing to include with that is just to be bold. Invite as well. If you notice people start liking these posts, or you're seeing similar names popping up, that they're commenting on these posts, these are people reaching out to you. They might not be doing it in the most obvious way, but they're reaching out to you. Comment to them, send them a like on their picture, or send them a private message and just say, hey, Jen, I see that you've liked a few of my posts about my fitness endeavor, or I see that you really liked a couple of these recipes. Would you ever be interested in a clean eating group? Or can I share some info on Shakeology with you? I have a PIO group starting in a couple of weeks. Would you want to get involved? You never know what's going to happen. And a lot of times those people who are slowly commenting, slowly liking, slowly being involved in the way you're putting yourself out there, that's their way of putting themselves out there to you. I hope these tips, like I said, make sense to you. You can send me a private message at any time with any questions. Take a look at my page. It's at Pamela Bus Fit, both on Facebook and Instagram, and you'll see what I mean by putting yourself out there. And I'm 2 months in. It might look like it's been a lot longer than that. Sometimes it feels like it's been a lot longer, but I'm feeling like this is a great move for me. I'm sure it will be a great move for you in your life. And these tips will help you jumpstart your business, and you can hit Success Club 10 in your first month. Good luck.